Hello and welcome. You startled me. Welcome to Beers and Banter. This is a Hobby Homies podcast where my co-host Shane
Hello.
and myself Fox, we partake in a beverage and talk many inappropriate hobby things.
Yes.
Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're deep.
They're just inappropriate.
Most of the time, they're unbearable. So I have gone into this, just a bit of a throwback to earlier episodes. I've gone into this episode completely dry. As in, I have nothing prepared. But
Yes.
It's been a while since we've done one. So
Yeah.
I've got like a ton of stuff that's happened. I've played Warmahordes. I've played one turn of 40k.
Why one turn? Let's start there.
Dude.
Why one turn?
No. We've got to start where we always start, and that
Okay.
is with the first part of our name, and that's the
Yes.
beers.
Yes. What are you drinking,
Shane?
dude?
Okay. I am drinking. I'm a bit of a rad rooster tonight. I was sucked into this because the can looks dope,
Yep.
which I'm showing to the people on the tubes, but those audio people, it's just like, it's got a cool skeleton chilling on a beach.
Yeah.
It's called Beer-a-Dice. That's not even
Young
clever.
Henry's.
It's a Young Henry's. So
Yep.
I was like, well, it's going to be at least good.
Yeah.
Do froth the Young Henrys. I think you got me onto them a while ago. And it's just a pale ale, a tropical pale ale. And this is just the perfect Sunday sitting in the sun beer.
Nice.
It's just light. It's a light pale ale. It's got the citrus isn't overpowering. It's just nice and fruity. It's not too over the top. It's just it's the perfect amount. It's just right.
Nice.
So I guess I didn't really think about this, but on a scale of 5, I want to smell it. It does smell like a hazy pale ale. It's got that vibe to it. Let me give it a bit of a sample.
Okay.
This is my third one, so I don't know why I'm sampling it. It's a little tart, but it's overall delicious. I'd give it a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Okay, so it's solid.
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah.
Midfield.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I am drinking something I was drinking last week, which is the Bad Shepherd Brewing Company Victoria Pale Ale.
Interesting.
Grown here, made here, 100% all Victorian. So that's there. Stock
That's
standard
cool.
blue can, yellow writing. It's quite nice. I actually really enjoyed it. Like it's a pale ale, it's middle of the field. I'd probably give it like a 3.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go wrong, really, I guess.
So we're just drinking a couple cold, solid beverages tonight.
Yep.
That's good.
That's it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that for us.
Like you said earlier, it's been a minute since we've done a Beers and Banter.
Yeah.
I gotta know. One turn of 40k. What happened?
So I got tabled. No, that's a lie. I hit up Dave from Target Acquired.
Yeah.
The other day, I was like, "Hey, man, spontaneous, last minute. Sure, you want to play some 40k? Like, I put Lincoln down at 7.
Yeah.
Maybe we could start rolling dice at 8. In my head, I was like, we'll play at midnight, 1 o'clock, get a game done.
Yeah.
I had my Harlequins out, ready to go. So I was like, they look pretty good. I've only played them since buying these new ones because I used to have them, sold them because they were too difficult to paint. Then I got an airbrush, and then was like, oh, this will be easy. So bought another 2,000 points. And I've done a pretty decent job. These are way more painted than my last ones. I'm way happier with them. Some of them are even tabletop ready.
Nice.
Which is nice. So I was like, let's throw some dice. I played one game with them, and that was against Reese Cunningham, which was in preparation because I thought I'd take them to the GTO. Now, something you need to know about Reese is that he is a win-at-all-costs player.
Yeah.
Which is his best and worst trait. It's the best because that's what makes him so damn good at the game.
Yeah.
That's what means he's going to be at a top table every tournament. Which is amazing. Like he's just got that competitive. He's got teeth. He's got sharp teeth.
Firstly, Churchy told you not to fuck with your microphone.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
Stop moving.
Sorry, Churchy. Sorry, I didn't even know what. I don't even know why I did it. I must have thought. I don't know.
Subconscious.
Yeah, it was. I didn't even know. Anyways, thank you, Churchy. Thank you, Shane. I'll not touch it again. I'll promise I stop playing with it. I've had this conversation before. So I played against Reese ages ago, and he absolutely tabled me turn 3 with his ad mech, and I was like, I'm gonna really have to put in some hard yards learning, because Harlequins are difficult to play.
Yes.
If you misstep, they get destroyed, man. They're gone. But if your opponent missteps, you need to be in the right position to punish them for it. So it's a high skill cap, but they're very fun. So I was like, sweet, I get to play against Dave's new 1,000 Suns, which are a pretty strong army because they just had their codex released.
Nice.
So I played one turn, mostly because Dave at the start was like, hey, look, by the way, I can't play long. I got to get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. I was like, oh.
And you were thinking you were playing till 1.
Yeah, I was very hopeful. I was like, we could play to 1, get through 3 turns. So yeah, that's all we had time for. But I think turn 1 and turn 2 tell you a lot about the game anyways.
Yeah.
So I was hoping we could maybe get at least through 2 turns, but we were both relearning. Well, he was learning his army. He's only played a handful of games. I've only played 2 with Harleys in this edition. So, those first turns always take the longest. You're setting up. You're really overthinking everything.
Oh, yeah.
Deployment, your first move, because especially for me, I'll just absolutely... Anyways, what happened? I'll surmise. I had a big blob of 10 jet bikes, Skyweavers, which and he had everything in his army was in a massive blob, and it was shielded by these Sangors at the front. So in my head, I go, I want to tie him up there and take all the other 5 objectives. That's my goal. Just keep him pinned there, and the blob can't move out because I got things in combat.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I throw my 10 bikes up there because 10 bikes have 3 wounds each. That's 30 wounds.
Yeah.
And they've actually got like a 4-up invul, which you can turn to a 3-up invul.
Oh, big.
Big, right?
Yep.
Very hard to move 30 wounds with a 3-up invul. They don't care about AP. 3 damage apiece. You have to chip away at them.
Yeah.
He killed them in 1 turn.
So you did get tabled.
Just in his psychic phase.
Wow.
His 1,000 Suns, he had Magnus and some other psychers, and they did 27 mortal wounds. So my 3-up invul didn't mean shit, because mortal wounds, that doesn't care about your invul.
Does it involve mortal wounds?
No.
I thought it did. Okay.
No, it's like if someone attacks you normally, mortal wounds don't care about nothing, except if you've got a feel no pain, like disgustingly resilient.
Feel no pain, yeah.
Or you're a Necron or whatever.
Yeah.
You can get up after you take the mortal wounds, but Harleys, no. So 500 points of jet bikes, gone. Having said that, it was still a kind of an okay strat. We spent maybe the next, we played through our first 2 turns. That took 2 hours. And then we spent the next half an hour sort of talking out what we think we could have done better on turn 1 for the setup of the game. And it was really, it was an incredible learning experience. Felt like it was a game's worth of experience, but that's just because we talked out so many different possibilities.
Yeah. He's really good at that. When he beats you, but he doesn't make you feel bad about being beaten.
Yeah.
and he teaches. He makes you feel better.
Yeah. It was a good teaching moment, because he had moments throughout the game where he's like, oh, this is actually going to be a good matchup. There were these moments, I think, where he was like, this could be bad for me, which is great. So we talked about the different ways we could play it, and I talked through my strategy. And I think you probably get this the same, because we're so inexperienced with competitive 40k. Yeah. You almost don't know what your units can do against other things.
Nah, that's right.
Like I had a blob of 10 Harlequins, which are kitted out for melee, right? They were buffed up by a Shadow Seer, and they had a Troop Master with them. That's a lot of support to 200 points of Harleys. And I was like, my next turn I was going to throw those into his Terminators. and just try and get the first hit on him.
Yeah.
I had good weapons to deal with him, good AP to deal with his great armor, D3 profiles. So, sorry, they were just damage 1, but I was like, if I can kill 4 of his 10, then he's only attacking back with 6. I thought they should have a mincing kind of vibe to him.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing, right? They're melee clowns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I thought these melee clowns with some psychic support, a character support, buffed up attacks on the charge, hitting first, should do some damage.
Yeah.
At most, they would kill 2 Terminators of the 10, and then he would wipe me. And I didn't, you don't know that until you either try and math hammer it, which you can't because you go to a tournament, you play against this army, you've never seen it before,
Yeah, yeah.
At the GTO, did you have moments like that where you're like, this unit should be able to kill?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like so many times.
Yeah.
Like my bikes and like things that just the dice just weren't in my favor, I did the whole demo charge strat thing and the bikes popped out of nowhere and through the demo charges and I didn't even kill a dreadnought and I was just like, this is like a Titan killer. This is a night killer.
Yeah.
Right? Like this strat. I should be doing like 20 plus wounds.
Yeah.
And I did like 6, so yeah. And I think sometimes it just doesn't go your way, the dice gods do not smile upon you. They smite you.
Yeah. Literally smited. I literally got smited. 30 wounds of smite, basically. 30
wounds of smite,
which is crazy. But that's all they had. He did nothing in the shooting phase. So I was like, it's cool, That's what makes 40k so great. You play against one army and you have to play it this way.
Yeah.
Then you play against the next one and you have to completely change up your strategy on the fly.
Yeah.
That's what it forces good players to do. You're like, come up against a skew list that has it has Walmart, Kmart, Target. It has three monoliths.
Monoliths. God damn, Adam.
And like a competitive player would come up against that and be like, I've never played this before against this. And if I drop a game, there goes my top table. So the good players go, all right, I need to change what I've done my last 4 games. I can't do that thing that I would normally do with those,
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. That's
I killed one of those monoliths, though.
Yeah, you did,
my
bro.
Bikes. Yeah, so...
Yeah, they kill a monolith, not a dreadnought.
Not a dreadnought, no. Just a 24 wound monolith or fucking whatever they are.
Yeah. That's nutty.
Yeah. So
that's cool. Yeah, that was my one turn.
One turn of 40k, all right. You've also been moving. I've been on night shift.
Yeah.
Working the wee hours.
Yeah, your night shift was brutal, dude.
Man, the last 5 nights, so Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 14 hours every night. One was 12 hours, but just absolutely getting stomped. And I'm still I had today off and yesterday, but I'm still recovering from my sleeping pattern is fucked. I sleep 8 hours and I'm still wake up wrecked.
Cactus. Yeah.
But yeah.
You should have known when your first 2 nights of night shift started so positive.
Oh yeah, I was home by 10:30. I was like, this is sick. Yeah.
Nah. It was destined to be
4 a.m. every other night.
For sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have any listener questions. Would you like to field one if I do?
Yeah, if you've got one there, fire away.
You know what? I'm gonna have to search through the inbox. So
that's right. I got a homie of the week to announce.
Oh. It's been so long. All right.
It has been a minute. It's actually a 2-part homie of the week, right?
Really? All right, I'll do my intro song.
No.
Homie of the week. Homie of the week. Shane picks some fox just sits and it's homie of the week.
I actually like it. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You got a remix in that one, Ollie?
Yeah, Ollie, please hit that up. Hopefully to a piano that is out of tune and off key. Thank you.
Of course. So main homie of the week goes to our resident 3D printer, Lethal, from the Goblins Forge. He has upgraded our Patreon, not just Patreon, our resupply packs. He has donated a shitload of miniatures, which are now going in those. So 3D
amazing.
printed. So it's got I'd have to There's just so many different miniatures. Like there's fantasy and sci-fi and historics and like all the different stuff to go in there. So they will start going out with our Patreon or our regular resupply packs. So,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which have almost completely replaced our gift packs. The only time we will ever do gift packs is on like our live episodes.
Yeah.
More details to come on that, by the way. Stick around.
Yes. Stick around. Yes. So thank you, Lethal. And our I'm going to call them honorary homie of the week, but it goes to Channel 9's Peter Hitchener.
Okay, I was like, this is risky, dude, because you're saying this person ain't as good as a homie of the week,
not.
but it's Peter Hitchener. Right. Yeah,
but I met Peter Hitchener when I was working in Yarraville.
You met some dude, so you get homie of the week.
He's Channel 9's Peter Hitchener, dude. He's been on the news since like 99 or something like that.
Explain the interaction. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so there was a burst under a tree, right? And the crew that went there was like the 4 a.m. crew. They got there. For some reason, they couldn't do the job, so we had to take over it in the afternoon.
Sure. The 4 a.m. crew couldn't get the job done.
Yeah.
So you took over in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many hours later?
So the water was off for about 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was full on.
That doesn't happen often for you, right?
It's no. Yeah. Nah. We've got like KPIs and stuff where the water has to be back on within like 5 hours is like the maximum time, which is still a long time.
Yeah.
But
12.
Yeah. So he right at the front of this house where we were working, right? He picks up his dog. This guy was like looking after his dog, and then he just like walks down the road. But he sat there and like spoke to us for like 10 minutes, man. It was crazy.
Did you know it was him?
Oh yeah, dude. Have you heard his voice? You can't not know it's him. It's like James Earl Jones.
Hitchener.
He has the voice that is just. I mean, all Victorians would know Peter Hitchener. Interstate, maybe not, but yeah. Channel 9's Peter Hitchener.
Peter, I'm going to have to hear him talk for a second.
Okay.
I'm on Channel 9 News now.
Yeah. If you can find him, if he's on, I don't know. He might be on.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, this guy, yeah. The guy.
Oh, wow, you met this guy.
Yeah. Yep. He lives in Yarraville. He's just a dude. He's just a straight dude. I should have got a photo with him.
Why?
Just missed opportunity.
It's a Facebook post right there.
True.
It's your claim to fame. Didn't you say you had a podcast? Yeah, but I met Peter Hitchener. I chatted to him. We're actually mates.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have his number or nothing, but he knows where to find me. Just burst a main out the front of his place and I'll be there.
He looks after his dog.
It's weird. It's such a tangential relationship.
So
yeah. Wow.
It's my
very cool.
Yeah.
Honorary home of the week. Did you tell him? Does he know?
No, he doesn't know.
What are you going to do? You have to text him or something.
Something like that much.
Yo, Hitch.
I'll call him Pete.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know him, so I didn't meet him. All right. Wow. That's life-altering.
Yeah. I don't know what... I've peaked, I think. Like, life can't get better.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. What are you going to do now?
Don't even know, dude.
What's next on the cards? You're just going to have to walk around trying to find someone more famous.
Can you, though?
I don't know.
Not
I don't know,
Australia.
dude. No, I don't think so. Probably hit up NK and Nicole Kidman, by the way. That's what I call her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nikki.
Maybe. And the Hugh Jack.
Oh,
but apart from that, Steve Irwin, is he still taking calls?
Oh, God, dude. Is it too early? Wait,
it's always too early. If you've got Australian blood in your veins, that joke hurts you on every level. I don't know why, to be honest. Just crikey. Just a good dude.
Just shit out of luck, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's probably an accurate assessment, given the situation.
Yeah. So you've been playing a game which has been blasphemy. Tell us about it.
Warmahordes.
Yeah.
Blasphemy because we've never even touched it.
No, never.
Yeah. I think, what is it that we found unappealing about Warmahordes? You know what? Probably the lack of scene.
Mm.
Probably just like felt like a dead game, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's what I held entirely up until I wanted to play a game at Throw the Dice with Tricky Dicky. Throw the Dice is our local store, by the way, and Tricky Dicky's the owner. His actual name is Tricky Dicky. So,
Tricky Richard. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, come round. It was school holidays. He was like, come round and I'll teach you Warmahordes. I was like, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about Warmahordes. And, when someone loves a game, their love and passion for it's infectious.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll play anything. I love wargaming,
Yeah.
I'll play it if it's well-known hot garbage. It's a stinky pile of doo-doo of a war game. I'll hit that shit up. If you've got the models and you know the rules and all I have to do is, roll my dice, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, sure. But then the more he talked about it, the more I got hyped. And then he showed me some models, of course. And, he's the perfect drug dealer. Just gives you a little...
Oh, yeah. First taste is always free.
Always free.
Yeah.
And it was. But, it's tricky. So it's like, first taste, if you like it, amazing.
Yeah.
But he's not trying to get you hooked to make money.
Nah,
he's trying to get you hooked because he wants someone to play against.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because he even said to me, he was like, you can only buy one of these, by the way. One Warmahordes box or
Oh, he wasn't going to let you buy a full army?
Nah. And he was like, you got to paint it and show me it painted before you can buy the next one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, obviously, spoiler alert, I love the game so much I bought a singular model, which I now have to paint and finish before I could buy the next one. But it was just, it's a phenomenal game. The mechanics were so fun.
Yeah.
Especially the blend of, I was playing Hordes, which is the
fantasy version.
Correct. And he was playing the sci-fi version, War Machine. And they had different resource management systems. He had something called, he had to manage his mechs. So it had like the right-hand side, the main hull armor, and the left-hand side.
Oh, wow.
And I would do damage to him and he would roll a dice to see where that damage went. And I could take offline one of his weapons or
that is cool.
One of his stats. Cool. Yeah. And then Hordes have a completely different system using your damage either goes to spirit or mind, or I can't remember them. It was weeks ago.
Yeah.
But you basically, he had these laminated cards that you can print off. And you just use like a permanent marker, not a permanent marker. That's ridiculous.
Like a whiteboard marker.
Yeah. And you just put dots on the little health dots to mark how much damage you've taken in each stat. And if your mind is fully destroyed, that has different effects to if your spirit is fully broken.
Yeah.
A really cool thing, and the game is all about combos. It almost feels card game-esque in that approach, right? Because like you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or whatever, it's never about just putting this card out. It's about putting this card out and using the synergies of the rest of the cards to make that a high-value card.
Yeah.
And this is what this game was as well. You've got so many different abilities. It's actually quite complex as a game. It's quite deep, but it's not clunky in any like I picked it up and played. I felt like I played well,
Okay.
I did win. I won.
You win?
I winned.
Yeah.
I winned a lot.
Yeah.
I won hard. That's right. That's what I was saying. But I mean, it's tricky. It's like one hand tied behind his back, just mucking around.
Yeah.
But everything he explained to me, all the rules made sense. It was just, of course, that's the next thing that I do. So they're intuitive, despite being complex and deep. So, so I left feeling like this game's great, but the only downside is the lack of scene. But with Tricky driving anything in his store, something that and that game's his bread and butter.
Yeah.
War Machine to him is 40k to us,
Yeah.
It's Kill Team to us. So, I was like, sure. I mean, I'll start. You can play this little smaller version, which is what I played. And I was like, that's a great size, quick, low model count, still can get your combos off.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll try that. And
is it like a skirmish kind of mode or was it? Yeah.
It's called Brawl Machine. And And now I'm talking out of my ass because I can't remember, but I feel like a normal game is like, I'll say, I don't know, 75 points.
Okay.
And this game was 25 points.
Yeah, so it's a third of the size of a normal game.
Yeah, it's like playing, kind of felt like playing 1,000-point 40K.
Yeah, yeah.
You still get a big, you still get the game. It's just not a grand 4-hour experience, 3-hour experience,
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I rate it, dude. Fun. Just, paint up your little 25 points or whatever and treat it like a skirmish game. Only enter brawl machine tournaments.
And what are the miniatures like? What's the quality like? What are the sculpts like? Are they goofy? Are they well
They're not
done?
goofy.
Not goofy?
They're not goofy. They look... How would I rate them? They're better than the Footsore minis we got.
Yeah.
They're metal.
Okay.
They come up amazing painted.
Mm-hmm.
The quality, some of them are dated in quality, but like the overall look of them is still great. I would say like painting and putting on the tabletop and playing a game, they get the job done to a high degree.
Yeah.
I felt like there were some models that I was inspecting and the details kind of to a degree had to be painted on. It could have been older sculpts.
Yeah.
It could just be the process of metal, So
would you say they were Infinity par or better?
I would say they're on par with older Infinity.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've seen like the new Infinity models. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near the Test of Honor sculpts like the Grey for Now Games ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I played with just like painted models, so I could only, every now and then I would pick up something, inspect it, and be like, yeah, Tricky's a great painter. So it was like, these look phenomenal because they were painted by someone that's insanely skilled.
Yeah.
But I can see that this is probably, maybe it's an older sculpt or, So I don't know, if out of 10 for metal sculpts, maybe a 6.
Okay. Yeah.
But on the tabletop, man, yeah. But the range and the models themselves and the theme and the vibe makes up for that. I mean, the gators that I've got, that I'm getting, oh, they look so cool.
The gators as in alligators?
Yeah, like witch doctor alligators, man.
Nice. That's cool.
So very cool. And then you can get like frog. Yeah, I'll show you after, dude. If I've got skills, maybe I'll make a picture or two pop up. And by me, I mean Churchy. So yeah, very cool models.
Nice.
Their design carries them. Yeah,
Sweet. I'll have to have a suss. Maybe
please do, man.
Maybe I'll hit Tricky up for a game now that. As soon as I can leave the prison state that I'm currently living in, and venture to the great outdoors.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Yeah. I think you would froth everything about this game. It's not
cool.
I mean, that's the cool thing. You can pick. You want the sci-fi element? Well, if you do, there's like 8 to 10 factions of that, all different vibes, all different themes. Or do you want the fantasy? There's another 8 to 10 factions of that. Yeah. And then there's like sub factions within the factions. So yeah, you're spoiled for choice with that game.
Very cool. Very cool.
It was a big surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well, I'm glad. I suppose we probably should let everyone in on the plan.
If they've stuck around this long, they deserve it.
Bloody oath, they deserve it.
They deserve it.
So, Monday the 8th of November.
Is it?
I'm looking at the calendar right now. No, Monday the... No, Monday the 8th.
Sure.
Wait,
Monday the 8th.
I'm so confused.
The 1st is this Monday coming for us.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're going to be having a live show.
Yeah, on one of those 2 days. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll announce it properly. We need to double check and confirm, but yes, yeah. It's happening. It's finally happening.
We can get back in the studio, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I think, I got a feeling it's just coming from... Yeah. So it should be Monday the 1st.
Monday the 1st.
Yeah.
8 p.m.?
Yes, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Now it's gone all fucky again.
Yeah. Sorry, Queenslanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moose is
Yeah.
triggered right now. I guarantee it.
He's like, what time is it? Just tell me in real time.
Yeah, in real time. Yeah, isn't there like some kind of like international like Pacific like ocean time? I don't know. There's some kind of like
UTC, the Universal Time Code.
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
Do you want to find out what that is? Universal.
No, we haven't got time.
We do in Universal Time. Universal Time. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to figure this out. Yeah.
8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. We will be live on YouTube. Links will be everywhere. Final announcements will be on Facebook, I imagine. So keep an eye out for that. But I cannot wait to see you guys all there in the chat. I can't wait to see you, Fox, sitting next to me. And I can't wait to see Churchy sitting behind the camera.
It's going to be hype, man.
It is going to be sick. It has been fucking forever. I can't even think about how long it's been.
Many moons.
Yeah.
Full and otherwise.
Yeah.
As always, there'll be games, giveaways, just good times. Maybe we'll go in with some things to talk about, but ultimately we're just going to be like back and forthing with the listeners.
Yep.
Just catching up. It's just going to be a big old catch up. Maybe we'll get Churchy mic'd up. That'd be dope. Oh wait, it's a live app. He has a lot to do. Yeah,
he has a lot to do, but I'm sure we can
we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
So yes, Monday the 1st of November, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time.
Yep.
It's on the YouTubes, so just sit there on our YouTube channel, hit and refresh. If you're in the Discord, we'll post a link when we go live.
Yep.
It's going to be a good time. They're always a good time. If you've never been to one, check it out. It's an event.
Yeah. It's great. It's always a bunch of fun. And giving out prizes is actually more fun than you would think it is. And
it's the first, so we'll actually have our 2 normal giveaways to give. We'll give the October Codex away, and we'll give our Patreon resupply pack, which have been reboosted from Lethal at the Goblins Forge, like you said.
Yep. So check out the goblinsforge.com. I'm going to say. You can find links all over our stuff as well. We'll put some up. But it's going to be sick. Can't wait. And we'll see you all there.
Let's do it. Let's get out of here. I'm going to play. What am I going to do? I'm going to play some League of Legends. Who knows?
I'm going to be because I'm fucked.
Yeah, fair. Toodle Samies.
Hooroo.
I've been Fox.
I've been Shane, and you have been patient. Thank you.
Thank you.
So